I greet you all in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. My name is Prophet Magaya, and I'm here speaking to you from the mind. That's where I am. I'm in Mutare, and I just felt like I need to give this teaching from last week, and I asked my IT guys to beam this and share this with you so that we learn and become great in a way. My topic today is quite controversial, but quite important. It's a two-part of a teaching. I want to teach men, and I also want to teach women. This is purely about love. This is purely about relationships. This is purely about marriages. This is purely about how people can stay together, bring in peace whilst they're staying together, or that distant relationship that is suffocating because people are not understanding each other. This first part is going to be maybe maximum 30 minutes, and then I allow you to ask questions. I allow you to communicate and share with me what you think after this teaching. Today I'm going to be on the side of men a bit. Yeah, you heard me correct. I'm going to be on the side of men a bit. Then next episode, I'm going to be on the side of women, so that we elaborate more, expand more, and make sure that we check out the hidden things that may transform lives and may make people to be in peace over each other. So today, as I've said, I'm going to be expanding a hidden side. The most difficult thing that has caused all the divorces that we know, it is because people do not understand that a man is different from a woman, and a woman is different from a man. That is in all respects, in the way they think, in the way they carry themselves, in the way they perceive things, in the way they expect to be handled. By so doing, because of that difference, it has caused a lot of differences in thoughts and actions, which has caused people to be drifted apart whilst they are supposed to come together. So my teaching today is to elaborate what a man is, to elaborate what maybe the world does not share all the time, what a man is. This is as simple as it is. We want a setup that works. So for you to be in a marriage, for you to be in a relationship, for it to work, there is this first basic understanding. What is a man? What is a man? What is a man? That alone, if it gets into you and you understand it, you shall see that where you are frustrated, there's no need of being frustrated. Where you are demoted, there's no need of being demoted. Where you feel unloved, sometimes there's no need of you to feel unloved. But you can create an environment which forces this creature called a man to love you because you've understood what a man is. So today I want to expand on that. That's my center of focus. And allow yourself to ask questions. I want you to allow yourself to ask questions over this teaching so that I can elaborate, giving you Bible verses, not teaching you on different things. My basis of my teaching is on Ephesians chapter 5, verse 25. This is where my basis of my teaching is. Also in the book of Proverbs, also in the part of creation where Eve comes out of the rib of Adam. So this is where my basis of my teaching comes from, and I believe that you get to understand it. Where are you watching us from? Where are you watching us from? Maybe through this Facebook and YouTube channel. Tell me first where you're watching me from, and I want to know what is your name. What do you want God to do for you? How is your marital life? How is your love affair? How are you doing it? What's happening? Tell me. Who are you in terms, and where are you in terms of love? Show me. Talk to me. Allow me to know more about you. And remember, I've said, I want you to take advantage of this platform to ask questions so that you can understand what I'm about to teach. I want you to have that further understanding of this life, through a spiritual guidance, which makes you to be beyond anyone else. One who has this knowledge that I'm about to share can never fail. I emphasize, one who has this knowledge of what I'm about to share can never fail in a relationship, can never fail in a marriage, can never fail in that courtship that you are having. The knowledge that I'm about to share with you, you'll become great. It has been studied in different countries. It has been studied in the Bible. It is what works when it comes to marriages, and it is what works when it comes to making people to stay together. It is through understanding of the other part. So this teaching is also a method of fighting that anti-marriage spirit. Is a teaching to fight that which distracts you from developing a relationship until a relationship becomes fruitful. That's why we have this teaching. So I hope as you are watching, you will learn. So I'm gonna dive into my center of my teaching. Remember, I said only 30 minutes and I'll be done. I hope that you will develop questions that I'll further develop as we proceed with these episodes that are going to be happening. I'll be beaming from the mine, and I hope one day you will visit us, even here at the mine. It is special when you visit. God bless you. Now, I want to say this to you first before I proceed. A man is a 4-in-1. This is very important. A man is a 4-in-1. Moreover, when he is married or he is in a relationship that is leading to a marriage, a man is a 4-in-1. Some develop to become 5-in-1, 6-in-1, but I want to speak of a basic man. He is a 4-in-1. And please take notes of what I'm about to say. Number one, a man is a king. But just by nature, a man is a king. Number two, a man is a priest. By nature of creation, a man is a priest. Number three, he is your husband. Number four, he is a father. Those four offices makes him to be more like a master. It makes him to be something that is above you, where you are supposed to submit to. But it must come to your mind that these are four offices that operate in 4 different times. These are 4 offices that operate in 4 different times. So now here comes the problem. Most women do not know how to differentiate the 4 offices. They don't know how to provoke the office that they need at a certain time. You should, if you get this knowledge and you have this understanding, and then you approach whoever your man is in different times according to the office, I tell you, you get the fullest of a man. For example, if you say father, we are talking about the provider. We're talking about the provider. If you say husband, you are now talking about your lover, the one that you makes love with you. If you talk about the priest, we are now talking about a man, if he's well developed, who prays for you, who speaks positive upon your life. If you talk about a king, we're not talking about the command, we're not talking about the ego, we're not talking about the manhood that makes him to be different from any other small boys. He has become a king. Here comes a problem when a woman looks for a husband in the office of a father. Let me repeat this. There is a problem when a woman looks for a husband in the office of a father. You want love at the same time when you are looking for provision. The moment he wants to work, you want love. The moment you do that, there comes a rift and a clift between you and him, because you are not able to appreciate the office that he's seated in. So most marriages do fail because people are not able to take out the office that is active for them to then realize that a relationship can be cemented according to the office that is active. If you talk to a king as if you're talking to your husband, you get bad response from your king because of the timing. So this must be very clear to you. Your man is 4-in-1, and I want to be very clear. Your man is 4-in-1. Even if he has not shown you the attributes of a king, even if he has not been providing to you as a father, even if he is not even prayerful or wishing you the best as a priest, even if he is not performing well in bed, but it remains very much that he is 4 in 1. He is a king, he is a priest, he is a husband, and he is a father. The moment that definition is clear unto you, you shall see that when you communicate with him in the correct office, you shall get the best of him, because you are communicating with him at the correct office. I don't know if your man has ever been rude to you whilst you are asking a normal question, or he has failed to respond whilst you are asking something that seems to be very normal. Trust me, in most cases, you asked it whilst you were asking for another office to a different office. Let me repeat this. Let me repeat this. Let me repeat this. You requested of something to a king whilst you were expecting an answer from your husband. So he answered you as a king, yet you are expecting a response of a husband. I don't know if I'm being clear to you. I'm trying to say, if you request a kiss from a man who is under a car and trying to push a bonnet to move, trying to do this, you may say, "Can't you see that I'm working?" No, why is he being that tough? It's because the fatherhood, the provider is active in him, and he wants to provide, yet you are looking for a husband at that very moment. That conflict, that confusion, that aspect where things may not seem as you want, they've got a tendency of drifting people away. Trust me, he loves you. Trust me, he wants his family to be okay. Trust me, he wants you to be okay. He wants you to be okay. But if you are always talking to him, expecting a husband from a king, expecting a father from a priest, you are going to find somebody who is quite different. And those that cannot link this, are always going to be frustrated and always going to rush to conclusion in places where they are not supposed to conclude, just because they failed to address an office. I've got a question for you. Did you know about this? Are you able to be wise enough to differentiate these 4 offices? Are you able to get the best of your king? Are you able to get that which is the best from your king? Are you able to get the best from your priest? Let me go to those that are married to what you call defined priest. When I say defined priest, I'm talking about men who actually go to church, who actually pray, who actually have fear for the Lord. If your husband ever blessed you, if your man ever said anything positive to you, so positive that it starts to change the course of your life, so positive that it directs you in a certain direction because your man has pronounced the blessings upon your life. Hear me. Before your prophet, before your pastor, before anyone else, your first priest is your husband. Let me repeat this. Before anyone else, before your prophet, before your pastor, before anyone else, your first priest is your husband. The first blessing before you do anything as a woman, the first blessing must come from your husband. Yes, you heard me correct. The first blessing must come from your husband. Remember my introduction. I said I'm going to say the roles of a woman, but today I'm saying the roles of a man towards a woman. So when we talk of a priest, when we talk of a priest, when you talk of priesthood that your husband carries, he is the first who must say, my woman is perfect, my wife is perfect. He is the first one to say, we multiply in our house. He is the first one to speak positive before even the declarations of the church. The priesthood of your husband must come out. Maybe your husband does not go to church. Maybe your husband doesn't go to church. But it doesn't mean that he's not a priest. He may not be performing in an office, but it doesn't mean that the office is not there. It is there. What we need to do is to activate it, is to make it happen in their life. You're inside, you're still in your house. I want you to read the book of Ephesians chapter 5 from verse 25 to 31. I want you to understand about marriage. I want you to understand about love. This is quite important. is quite important. I know you're developing some questions right now. Some questions like, what if he's not providing? I didn't say he's a rich father. I said he's a father. When I say he's a father, I mean it is in him that he's a father. The provision aspect, it is capacity to provide. That's another chapter, another topic. But what I'm saying is, even if he's not providing anything, he still remains a father. He's the source. It is his duty to provide. It must come to him. He may not be sleeping with you, but he is a husband. The fact that there are moments that he's a husband and there are moments that he's a father, it now needs you to be wise to differentiate, to get the best of him. Now, understanding these four attributes makes it so easy for you to grow big in any relationship. Let me further explain the king. What is a king like? A man as a king is only one king on top of him. A man as a king is only one king on top of him, the King of Kings, the Lord. That's why you see a man can be frustrated with one instant where you make him feel like he's another man or he's an ordinary man. If you want to get the best of your man, give him the position of a king and show him that there is no any other king. I repeat, there is no any other king besides you. This is very important. This is a very simple tactic. You yourself, you are not even the king besides you. You know, I've seen people doing silly mistakes even on their phones. You see a woman who places herself on the background of her own phone. What about your king? These are small things but they are very sensitive. What about your king? Do you know that you already know yourself, but if you put your king on the background of your phone, on your status, on your profile, something like that, you are just trying to show him that I don't have any other option besides you. I don't have options besides you. This is very important. This is very important. Listen to me very carefully. You love your mother not by choice but by default because you are born from her. You love your children not by choice but by circumstances of nature of birth because you gave birth to them. But your husband, you chose him, yet he is not your relative, he's not part of you, and you become one. So the first person that comes in your life besides anyone, before your children, before anyone else, it is the man who loved you because of who you are. So you need to start to adjust, to know that you are loved by this man, not because you are their sister or their mother or their cousin. You are loved because you are what you are. So there is a nature of how kings operate. You mustn't forget this. Kings are jealous. Kings are jealous. Kings do not want anyone else besides what they choose. Kings, they've got authority. Kings want to say things and they want to see things happening. What they say becomes a law. I repeat, what they say becomes a law. 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 It is the nature of kings. It is the nature of kings. It is in one man. He's a king, he's a priest, he's a husband, and he's a father. When you are teaching a one-sided topic like this, I know as a woman you are saying, what about us women? Don't worry. You have got your own position. I will explain it. Give me questions. Send me questions. What is your thought? What do you think? Allow me to learn from your questions. I can learn from your questions. I can learn from your worries. What do you want to understand? What is that is confusing you right now? Hear me. If you are not yet ready, I repeat, if you are not yet ready to see a man as in 4 in 1, you are not also ready to be in a relationship. Leave it. It's not your portion. If you are not yet ready to see a king in him, a priest in him, a husband in him, a father in him, you are automatically saying, I am not yet ready to be in a relationship. It can't work. It can only work when you are ready to appreciate the 4 in 1. That's the only way. That's the only way. You shall see that when you adjust your mind, when you adjust the way you see your things, if he speaks from today onwards, you won't feel threatened. If you see him working, you won't feel like he's ignoring you. You know that the Father in him, the provider, is looking at tomorrow than today. You shall understand when he says to you, don't wear this, don't do this. You shall know that the King in him is giving a command. He's ready to inspire. Let me just go offside a bit. You men, if you are not ready to make the King in you to rise, the priest in you to rise, the husband in you to rise, and the father in you to rise, you are not going to inspire a woman to be under you. Ladies are ready to submit, but they must be given a proper, clear reason of submission. That's another topic for another day. But what I want to say to you right now is, if it's not clear, it cannot be explained. So we're explaining it to make it clear. And if you don't understand it, don't engage into it. Getting into a relationship without that clarity, you're going to force something that will not give you proper results. What you want is the results. What you want is the results. You want to see things changing. You want to see relationships growing. But they can only grow if this understanding is clear. So I give you a chance this hour, as I conclude now. I give you a chance this hour to ask any question, to look into it that I'm teaching right now, and say, okay, I understand. I need to change the mind of a man and the mind of a woman are 2 different worlds. The value of King of Wakanda and the value of the King of Zamunda and the value of King of Zimba, Mudare or other kings is different according to the estate or according to the value that they carry. What does this say? It then means that you as a woman, if you are going for a man that you like, you must go for a king that is way higher than you to make it easy for you to submit. Hear me. Submission mustn't be a problem. It must happen automatically because the king is above you. So if you feel that he is less than you and you are not yet married, don't go there. It must be an inspiration. Remember, kingship is an inspiration. There are laws, policies that are supposed to be set because he's a king. So if you're not inspired and not going to be part of his kingdom and his authorities, then don't go there. Don't go there. You need to be at a place where surely you are inspired. Inspiration is very simple when surely the 4 offices are being recognized. This is very important. This is very, very important. So I come to you and I've got questions. Are you ready to submit? Are you ready to understand different offices? I invited my tea last week when they were here, when I was shooting. I said, I want to give a certain teaching. I want to open a certain chapter so that I can help people that are in relationships and people that are married. I don't know if you understood what I said, and this can change the way you view things. Now, look at your phone, look at your page, your Facebook page, your Instagram, look at your lifestyle, and ask yourself, the way I survive, does it support the rules and the ways of my king? Look at your prayer life. Does my husband, does my man sometimes bless me? Does he? Does he release a blessing because that's the first priest before anyone else? Is he a husband? Is he a father that is providing? All those things are supposed to be looked unto. It then makes any relationship to last long. Trust me, if there's unity, love, and understanding, any relationship or any marriage will produce something that is quite powerful. We are limited because we don't know the 4 and we don't know how to differentiate the 4. we approach a king as if we are approaching our husband. And we approach our husband as if we approach our fathers. That is not correct. He's a father because he's a provider. He's a husband because he makes love with you. He's a priest because he releases a blessing. He's a king because he commands and puts up policies and inspires you to become great. These things are in every man. They are in every man. Maybe they're still hidden because they don't know who they are, but trust me, they are in every man. I greet you again. My name is Prophet Magaya, and I'm beaming from the mind. And if you've got any question, if you've got any query, if you want to understand anything, I urge you to ask any question there on Facebook, there on YouTube, through your coordinators. Ask any question. God bless you. God bless you.